There is a real problem in the automotive industry.
It's like domino effect.
We lost 2 million cars production.
El impacto es enorme.
This crisis is, for the automotive sector, existential.
Europe's automotive industry is facing mounting pressure, with some car makers announcing plant closures. The sector, which provides jobs for millions of people in EU countries, faces the biggest crisis ever.
The automotive industry is quite problematic for the moment. I'm from Lower Saxony, Germany, and Volkswagen just announced that they will close down plants, that more than 30,000 people are at risk losing their jobs.
And this is just one sign of difficulties in this strategic part of the EU's economy.
Europa es el segundo mayor fabricante de automóviles a nivel mundial y representa el 7% del PIB de toda la Unión Europea. Se calcula que más de 15 millones de empleos directos e indirectos dependen del sector automovilístico. Por tanto, es vital para la economía no solo de países fabricantes como puede ser Alemania o España, sino para la estabilidad económica de toda la Unión Europea.
In Europe, there are more than 200 automobile plants. The market downturn has a negative effect, not only on the biggest producers, but also on countries that are part of the supply chain.
Right now, we have about 200,000 workers in the factory, the cars factory. And, it's like domino effect. If we closed some cars factory in the Western country, it will be some effect in Poland.
In Europe, we could see this whole sector and all the economy around it literally collapse in the years to come if we do not act properly right now. And this is not detail in the European industry because it is 7% of the European GDP, 8% of the European employment. So this is absolutely huge and the impact could be detrimental. So we have to react right now.
One of the key factors behind the current situation is the forced transformation of the automotive industry. Companies are being pressured to shift towards electric vehicles. The push to phase out internal combustion engine cars is creating challenges for manufacturers and consumers.
Si queremos que la gente compre coches eléctricos, necesitamos infraestructura y ayudas. Por una razón sencilla, nadie se compra un coche eléctrico si no lo puede cargar. Pero también hay otro factor que influye, el precio. Si queremos que los coches eléctricos sean atractivos, deben tener un coste que no exceda los 20.000 euros.
European lawmakers decided that the EU should ban the sale of new petrol and diesel cars from 2035. The EPP Group in the European Parliament was against this measure and is now pushing to revisit the issue.
The European People's Party is strongly determined to preserve our automotive industry, in particular by increasingly focusing on technological neutrality.
We want an open approach, not banning a certain technology. We want to be open for other kind of fuels, not just electrification. So we need to reflect that this flexibility is part of our regulation. We see that the ban of the combustion engine, the 100% reduction, is not fit for purpose. The industry is suffering.
Chairman of the EPP Group, Manfred Weber, emphasises that he and his fellow lawmakers want to stay on track when it comes to environmental goals.
We want a carbon neutral Europe for 2050. There's no debate about this, but we also said that we want to do this in a technologically neutral approach, and we want to do this together with the industry, together with the stakeholders there.
Europe has fully accepted the challenge of sustainable mobility and has achieved a very important result by investing in the internal combustion engine, powered by the latest generation fuels, such as e-fuels or biofuels. Citizens and entrepreneurs must be free to choose all sustainable technologies available on the market.
For the EPP Group, it is clear that the EU must defend itself and its interests and protect European jobs.
Of course, we have to face the climate change, but we will not solve the issue by destroying our own industry to the profit of competitors like China, which is the main polluter of the world right now. So we need to find the best answer to this global challenge we need to face. I mean, in Europe, we believe in our companies and we know that they are talented enough to face competition, but the competition needs to be fair.
The way forward is not only to level the playing field with China, but first and foremost, to create conditions for businesses to thrive.
Europa tiene que trabajar en varias direcciones. El primero, con más incentivos y más diplomacia para evitar que las compañías trasladen sus fábricas a terceros países y la competencia desleal de mercados como el chino. El futuro viene con un cambio de modelo radical y Europa tiene que apostar por la innovación para ser más competitivos y liderar esta nueva etapa.
Polish MEP Dariusz Joński emphasises that Europe should follow the example of the United States and strengthen protections against the influx of cheap, subsidised Chinese cars. He argues that more robust measures are needed to safeguard the European market.
In America, it's special tariff about 100%, and they stop import Chinese car to USA. Maybe we have to do the same because this tariff right now is too low. We have to protect the automotive sector in Europe, and we have to invest and stop to import from Chinese cheap electric car.
The Green Deal must now create jobs. That is what the Green Deal must do. And the Green Deal must create jobs in Europe and not in China.